One of the things we work really hard at doing is making sure that we can help anybody and everybody that needs it. Special disabilities, anybody who has disabilities. Guys, I have got people or helped people to tutor people who had such bad dyslexia that they couldn't string a word together. We got them through this theory test. So if you can walk without bumping into people, you can do this driving thing. You just have to be able to keep yourself safe. So guys, don't think you have a disability or you've got some reason you can't do this. Our job at BDS London is to find a way to help you to get through this theory test. And that's why we work really, really hard at doing that. And that's really important. I have taught people I had was stone cold deaf. She had no hearing whatsoever. None whatsoever. No ocular implants, nothing. And she and I got on the road. I used to just dictate to the pad and she would read the pad and then she would type back to me and we just worked at it and we got it done. Then when we got to the driving test, now this is the biggest problem. Now the examiner is taking out somebody he cannot communicate with. So what we had to do, we had to have an interpreter sit in the back of the car and then tell the person driving what to do. Now if somebody like that can get, and that she failed the first time, she made a small mistake. I think she was just very nervous. But the second time she killed it. She knocked it out of the park because now she had the confidence that she knew she could do it. And almost if you can walk and you can do that without bumping into the chairs, tables and chairs in your house, there's no reason you can't pass this. If anybody who wants to come to us and talks to us, we make special arrangements with the DVSA as well if we've got somebody with disabilities. We talk to the DVSA and we set up their theory test for them so that they can get through it. If you know of somebody who needs that sort of help, and we're going to be really honest, if we can't help you, we're going to say, no, you can't drive if you're completely blind. That's not going to work, okay? So we will tell you that you might have a problem that might surpass your ability to drive. But one arm, one leg, loss of hearing, maybe there are other problems, maybe dyslexia, this sort of stuff. It's not that difficult, guys. You just need to have the dedication and the will to want it, and then it will come together. Okay, so that's what we are at. So now I tell you, our tutors who do this theory test are beyond kind and beyond patient. So don't let language barriers, dyslexia, or even major problems, I mean not being able to hear and not having an ocular implant or any ability to hear, is definitely a serious problem. And yet it can be done. Just have to have the will to do it. Okay, next. When three cars arrive at a junction like this, and I didn't know this, who has the right of way in a situation like this? Now, if you look at those cars, A and C are going straight, but B has got his indicators on because he's come to the end of the T-junction. A and C, yes, that's right. A and C have the right of way because they're on the major road and they're going straight. They're not interfering with other traffic or cutting out in front of other traffic. But there's no give way to the right in the UK, okay? There's no such rule. In some places like Australia, there is a give way to the right rule, and you need to know about that as well. Okay, so which cars have priority? So the secret is, and there you are, that is an invaluable tip. Look at the question very carefully because there are all the others are singular answers. The only right one has got a double answer. Difficult questions. You see this signal on the motorway. So what does it mean?
So it means that every lane is...
Okay. All right, so there we are. So every lane is closed, do not proceed further. Okay, so here we go with another question. So you are driving in an ordinary car along the motorway. Can you enter this HOV lane? Now, I'll be really honest with you guys. I did not know there were things like HOV lanes. I had no flippin' clue what an HOV lane is. So obviously, a HOV lane is on the motorway. What's an HOV lane? Heavy ocular vehicle. It's not. Occupancy vehicle. So the moment they call a high occupancy vehicle, any vehicle that has more than one person in it. So hopefully, but I don't know where they're going to have the Teslas drive that don't have anybody in them. because that's also coming. So someone has been burnt in an accident. So there's been an accident and there's probably been some fuel spill and somebody's been burnt and they pulled him out of the actual accident. How long should you cool the burn for? How long should you cool off the burn? Yeah, I don't think they'd like you just to use any liquid because it contaminates all sorts of things like that. Okay, yeah, you are about to enter a long tunnel in Europe. What should you do? Drive fast. Turn on your hazard lights, tune your radio to the emergency frequency, stay in the left lane, make sure you can reach the other side. A long tunnel. Okay, guys, so let's keep going. Right. So we have micro sessions as well. So how this works is you sign up for the package. It includes your theory, the session with our tutor. It includes the actual theory test booking as well, and also your client managed theory test. So it includes everything you need to get through that theory test. But to hold you accountable and to check in every now and then, we recommend that you do 3 micro sessions. A micro session is 15 minutes. And the beauty about a micro session is you can review your progress and you can set them at times that suit you. So you do a review of your progress for 15 minutes, a quick check-in with the tutor, and then the tutor can go through, analyze what's going on and discuss any problems that you may be having as you're going along. Okay, so that's what the micro sessions are about.